Kuzampola. Namaste, good morning to all respected online viewers. Long live their majesties, long live our leaders, and long live our friendship. Welcome to this online yoga workshop, Embassy of India, Timpu, ICCR, Nehru Wangchuk Culture Center, yoga teacher, I'm KV SSN Murthy here. My sincere prayers to the Almighty to see all the best things to their majesties and the whole Bhutan. So coming to the practices, so today also we have very good practices, simple to advanced variations. So anyone can copy today's schedule also for their regular workouts. So coming to the sun salutations along with the mantra sadhan. So keep your position straight and have your devotional mood and totally concentrate on the present tense and on the body pose and on the breath and coordinate them, your body and your breath. Lift your arms, Pranamasana, above to the head, Kailasha Mudra, then very slowly bring them down at your chest. Pranamasana, Anahata Pranamasana. ॐ हिरण्मयेन पात्रेण सत्यस्यापि हितं मुखं तत्त्वं पूषन् अपवृणु सत्यधर्माय दृष्टये ॐ ह्रां ह्रीं ह्रूं ह्रैं ह्रौं रः मित्ररविसूर्यभानुकगपूष्ण हिरण्यगर्भमरीच आदित्य सवित्र अर्कभास्कराय नमः. Stretch your arms forward, lift your arms hasta uttanasana, light or medium or deep back bending called Ardha Chandra or Ardha Chakrasana. Again keep your back straight. Then once again pull up. So take care while forward bending. If you had any issues related to forward bends, especially for that sector of people, avoid forward bends even in your regular activities. So remaining people, but very slowly bend the body forward and touch the floor if you can, or still you can put your palms on the floor, push your head inside toward the knees. Then here right leg is your forward leg now called Aswa Sancharanasana, horse riding pose. And then slowly keep your back leg straight. Again, if you have any lower back issues, avoid next level exercise called Santulanasana or Dandasana, plank style. So lift your hips up and slightly keep your back leg straight. Then after that, knee up and push your leg forward leg to back leg and called Santulanasana. Then very slowly push your body completely down towards the floor called Ashtanga Namaskarasana or Sastanga Namaskarasana. So two palms and chest and forehead or chin and two knees and the toes must come down on the floor and slightly lift the hips up. Then after that push your body slightly forward and after that like a C wave lift the body. So finally attach the posture called Bhujangasana or lifted head cobra posture. So against the gravity, try to keep your body vertical, lift your chin up and push your head up against your shoulders. Then back leg straight on the toes and very slowly lift your knee and push your body inside called Parvatasana or mountain triangular posture. Then here right leg is your forward leg again called Aswa Sancharanasana or horse riding posture. And right back leg straight on the toes and back leg knee up and join your back leg to the forward leg called Pada Hastasana. And slowly lift your arms and body at a time up called Hasta Uttanasana. Again once slight or medium or deep back bend at the Chandra or at the Chakrasana. Then slowly keep your back straight. Pranamasana above to the head. Then slowly keep your Pranamasana down at your chest level. So feel one deep inhalation, exhalation. After that with inhalation lift your arms and with exhalation wide your hands. Then slowly keep them down together at your thighs. Then after that wide your legs and lock your hands back and few seconds wait for the breath. Alright, today we have first begin with our standing exercises called revolved triangular posture or Parivritta Trikonasana. So this is also a kind of bending and turning at a time. So if you have any particular issues on the hip level or lower back level or especially neck level, avoid this kind of exercises. So we have many variations to doing the same exercise, but we are doing very simple and regular variations. So here stretch your leg and create medium distance or maximum distance between your both the legs. Then after that open your both the arms on the side stretch. Right, very slowly push your body forward and after that try to put your right hand, stretch your right hand towards your left side and try to touch your toe or keep your hand closer to the foot or catch your ankle throughout the practice. Keep turn your body up and head up and try to look up and stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then keep your body very slowly lift up and come back to normal and relax your hands, relax your legs. So this also comes under post-natal yoga, but especially prenatal condition people, in fact, if they want to do, they can do with the help of the proper props that should not give the squeezing sensation on the abdomen. And also this is good posture in management of obesity or in management of abdomen level organs health, and also good posture to prevent constipation, and also good posture to like strengthening the spinal cord. So take a long deep inhalation exhalation. So after opposite side we are doing wide your both the legs to the same distance. So during the posture also, when you notice any kind of confusion or unevenness or sickness, immediately relax your posture. So right, open your two arms to the side stretch, and here also slightly keep your hips back and push your body forward. Then very slowly turn your body and try to put your left hand closer to the right leg or put your hand on the floor. Keep increase your turning and look up and stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then very slowly come back to normal. Wide your arms. Then rest your hands and very slowly come back to normal. And here both the legs together and few seconds relax your legs. So long and slow and deep inhalation and exhalations. Then we have next exercise called head to toe posture. Head to toe posture or Sirsha Angusta Yoga Asana. So basically like a head should come towards the toe. This is also kind of side angle, but advanced balancing and bending and squeezing. So take care while doing the same instructions. Please follow. Like if you have any neck issues or lower back issues or knee issues, avoid this kind of exercises. And also for the people who wants to go for good leg stretchings and also thigh stretchings and pelvic stretchings, so for them they can opt this simple exercise. So right, and now here keep your body straight, take a long deep inhalation, exhalation. So here particularly in this posture, head to toe posture, we have many variations. So we are doing a simple variation now. Alright, wide your both the legs. Then here take care while exercise this posture. So turn your right leg to the right side. Turn your right leg to the right side. So Sirsha Angusta Yogasana. So towards your right side, bend your right knee and turn your body towards your right side. Slightly access the angle towards your right, towards your toes. Alright, lock your both the arms back. So here adjust your legs or during the posture first half. If you want increase your leg stretching, so you can increase, or from the beginning you can see the good leg stretching method. Alright, now lift your both the arms up. Alright, push your body forward, further push your body, finally bend your head towards your right toes and put your head on the toes and stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Then lift your head and chin. Then slowly come back to normal relaxation. And after that keep your both the legs straight and few seconds free your arms and free your legs. Then soon after that lock your hands back and for a while a short break. So in this, especially in this posture also, above back muscles also getting squeezed and shoulders also getting squeezed, and especially the thigh muscle and the knee and pelvic structure will receive a lots of pressure and tension. So that take care while doing this kind of exercises. So long, slow and a deep inhalation, exhalation. Coming to some Samasthiti or pre-position. From here again wide your both the legs. Create the same distance or still increase your distance. And turn your left leg to the left side. And right, bend your left knee, push your body. After that try to turn your body towards your left side and open your both the arms, lock them on the waist. Further lift your both the arms up, then slowly push your body and bend your body and try to put your head on the toes or on the floor at the toes. Lift your both the arms up and stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then very slowly come back to normal and push your body. Then keep your body straight. Then after that, leave your arms. From there, drag your legs inside. Then again, few seconds, check your convenience. Again, long and slow and deep inhalations and exhalations. So after every posture, we have a small gap. But please remember, instead of giving a long gap, try to go for a kind of post stretches that will prepare yourself to do the next level exercises. Alright, now coming to sitting postures called Paschimottanasana, sitting forward bend or back stretch posture. So this is also a kind of instructions like when you have lower back pains, strictly avoid this kind of forward bends. When you have neck issues or heart related issues or high blood pressure or any related abdomen issues or operated skin or muscles, so avoid this kind of exercises. So take a long, deep, slow inhalation exhalations. So here also we have a small warm up for the exercise. Just fold your both the legs just towards your right side and left side. Go for your knee turns, and after that open your leg. And another way of stretching also we have like free position. Just open your two arms, just move your body to touch your toes. One. So here only for this kind of postures we have many warm up techniques. So please remember to do warm up before every posture. It is recommended that every posture required a warm up and every posture required a post stretches segment also. All right. So now take a long, deep inhalation, exhalation. Once, keep your position straight and interlock your fingers. So we are doing sitting forward bend or back stretch posture, Paschimottanasana. Especially in this posture, the invisible life energy channel called Paschimottana Nadi. That will going to active in this posture. Basically, for the people who wants to awakening the internal dormant energies because of this Hatha Yoga. For them, these kind of exercises are it will do very good benefits. But please remember to take proper guidance under a qualified yoga teacher. So keep your body straight. So keep your spine straight and interlock your fingers. Push your arms forward. Lift your arms completely up. So still once completely pull the body up. From there, leave your both the arms. So instead of crunching the back or hunching the body, at a time keep push your body forward, still forward, and finally try to touch your toes with your both the hands. Then after that lock your toes. Alright, and now push your body inside and stay for a while. And according to your convenience, you can put your elbows on the floor also to pull the body more. So right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then very slowly come back. Open your both the arms. Then very slowly lift your both the arms up. Then after that, once completely pull with interlocked hands. Then after a while, wide your hands and very slowly get back to normal with the arms side stretch or with arms forward stretch. Right, keep your both the hands down. Soon after that, once check your body posture. Alright, and now slant your body to give a short relaxation because of this strain, because from the previous posture. Lift your chin up, wide your rib cage, turn your shoulders back, take a long deep inhalation, exhalation. Alright, then slowly come back. So to do this kind of exercises, some of the pre-positions or pre-warm-ups also there, like garden work also very good warm-up, especially this kind of standing forward bends and sitting forward bends. Okay, take a long pause. Now coming to one back bending. So my option is Bhujangasana, lifted head cobra posture, as we have many kind of back bends, but easiest, let's choose easiest back bend now. Alright, now this time slowly turn on the abdomen. Then soon after that, wide your both the legs, turn your heels inside, toes outside, and few seconds rest in Makarasana or rested crocodile posture. Then after that, take a long deep inhalation, exhalation. And after your relaxation, then slowly keep your both the legs together and both the arms at your chest called samasthiti or pre-position or like preparatory posture for the actual exercise. Then keep your both the palms together at your chest level, and after that with the palms support, lift your head up, lift your chin up. So do not give any strain on the back. So here don't open your elbows also totally, so sustain your body weight on the palms and keep lift your chin up and try to point your chin towards the ceiling and stay now 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 relaxations. Enough, come back. So here another variation. So here completely open the elbows and lift your elbows up and lift your chin and completely stretch your elbows throughout the practice against the gravity. Keep lift your body up and lift your chin up, and target is more back bending, so accordingly maintain your back bend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and very slowly come straight to normal. And right, relaxations enough. So from here again few seconds break in any convenient posture. Then very slowly come straight to normal and try to sit in Vajrasan or diamond shaped posture. Just push your body back and soon after that drag your hands back, lift your chin and head, then come straight to normal. So right, take a long slow inhalation, exhalation. So yesterday and previous days we have seen the exercise called pre-position of the headstands. So today also we are making the posture called Parvatasan, mountain triangle posture. That's also almost comes under pre-position of the headstands. So here also instruction is when you have high blood pressure or facial organs disorder or any other issues related to gastric troubles or abdominal problems or any other related issues, avoid this kind of semi-inverted even forward bends without without guidance. Don't do this kind of exercises. So take a long deep inhalation, exhalation. After that slowly come to the Parvatasan pre-position. Keep your both the palms together and down on the floor. Then right, lift your hips up and come to cat stance pre-posture. Then soon after that, keep your both the palms properly on the floor. So here only thing is try to lift your body to keep your knees straight. Then after that, try to push your heels on the ground, keep your legs together or slightly wide and push your body inside, keep your head also inside and don't lift your heels as a first priority. Keep your heels on the floor and observe the kind of stretching on the hamstring and the calf region and stay here. Your total body must be sustained on the foot and on the palms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and very slowly straight to come back. First open your head, slightly move the body forward. After that keep your knees down and you can choose any comfortable posture called Seshankasan or any other Vajrasan variations and few seconds rest. And soon after that drag your hands back and lift your head, then very slowly come back to normal. Again deep a long slow inhalation, exhalation. So this is also one kind of forward bending and one kind of inverted posture. So we need to go for one back bend. So here again my option is a simple back bending. Stand on the knees to do Ustrasana or camel head posture. So here also we have many variations. We are choosing very simple variation. Ardha Ustrasana. So here hands on the waist, in between your both the legs create a gap. Check your dress, especially check your spinal cord fitness. So you can put your both the hands on the both the sides of the hips or you can keep your hands together also at the lower back level. So be very confident and confident while doing this kind of exercise. Turn your both the shoulders back and elbows back. So slightly drag your palms down towards your hips and push your body forward and lift your chin up and stay now here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and then slowly come back to normal. Then slowly slide your both the arms and relaxations. And here both the legs together, again slowly turn straight, a short break again. And because of this Parvatasan, so as we mentioned that is a pre-position of the headstands. So let's see our first variation of the headstands. We are not doing headstands. In fact, we are choosing the first variation of the headstands. As we mentioned that Urdhva Padmasana or lotus headstands, lotus posture in headstands, we will perform it in coming days. Okay, now this time coming to only headstands pre-position. So try to keep your both the palms on the floor. And coming to Parvatasana practice here, same mountain triangle posture. So yesterday also we performed this exercise, Bhumi Pada Mastakasana. So try to put your head on the floor. Alright, now walk forward, completely walk forward, keep your spine straight. And here adjust your palms on the floor, or you can interlock your fingers just behind the head. Make sure of your convenient angle. Alright, this time just lift your only right leg or left leg at any convenient degree angle. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, come back. And opposite side, same thing, lift your leg up and stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then very slowly come back to normal and relaxation. Enough controls. Alright, keep your both the knees down. And soon after that, as it is, keep your head on the floor and rest for a while. Let that blood circulation system should be normal and breath also should be normal. Right. Soon after that, again keep your both the arms on the floor. Lift your chin up. Slightly push your body forward. Another variation, Seshankasana, another variation called Ashwini Mudra Asana. So in meditation, this posture name may be different, right? But procedure is same. So try to hang your chest towards the gravity and put your chin or forehead on the top of the fist. And few seconds stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then very slowly come straight to normal. Long, deep inhalation, exhalation, and 2 palms back, and relaxations enough. Just take a long, slow inhalation, exhalation. Alright, here also we have many exercises for the back bendings. So now we are choosing Ustrasana full variation, full stretch of the Ustrasana. Again, stand on the knees. So here in between your both the legs, create a good gap. Then after that, wide your both the legs. So open your right arm to the right side, catch your right toe. Again that same principle we are doing. Alternate hand towards your left toe. First initially lean the body back. Adjust your hands. After that, catch your ankles and push your body forward. Lift your chin up. Slightly hang your head back. But please remember, when you have giddiness or dizziness issues or vertigo issues, avoid this kind of exercises or take proper suggestion from your yoga teacher. And 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Again, slightly lean back. Then lift your head up. Then from there towards your right side or left side, turn and slowly get back to normal. And right, slowly come straight to normal again. So choose any convenient angle. And very slowly release your posture and relax for a while. Just towards your right side and left side, go for your knee turns, knee bends. Alright, so that's all for today. So now we are commencing our pranayama practices. As we have good row of exercises, because of some technical issues, we are now keeping the session till, to the half an hour schedule only. Okay, now coming to next practices, pranayama or breathing exercises. And here, after doing this kind of advanced practices called headstands posture or shoulder stand posture or peacock posture or this kind of advanced postures really demands good rest also. But give proper rest in the form of yoga nidra or in the form of power nap before your pranayam practices or totally after your pranayam practices. Okay, keep your body straight and take a long deep inhalation exhalations. So here we have sloka and mantra chanting. According to your belief system, follow these chantings or follow only physical exercises. Take coming to next practice. ॐ केशवाय स्वाहा ॐ माधवाय स्वाहा ॐ नारायणाय स्वाहा ॐ अद्य समाधि तत्फलसिद्ध्यर्थम् आसनपूर्वकान् प्राणायामादीन् करिष्ये ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. So in other words, this total lines saying that the purpose of yoga practices or the purpose of all styles of yoga is the same discipline and spiritual upliftment. So through yoga it is very simple and it is very easy. As we mentioned that before, yoga is a tool that is a surest and the swiftest and the safest path to make us very fit in physical level and mental level and social level, so that the spiritual upliftment will be a matured state. So coming to the exercises, today also we have Chandra Bhedana Pranayam and next one is Nadi Shodhana Pranayam. Chandra Bhedana Pranayam is meant for coolingness inside. It will give some kind of coolingness inside, so that if already people having lung infections or cold infections or eosinophilia or sinus issues, so for them it is not recommended to do this exercise. It is very simple exercise. Now coming to sloka chanting for the Nadi Shodhana Pranayam or alternative nostril breathing. So Baddha Padmasano Yogi Pranam Chandrena Purayet Dharayatva Yadhasakti Bhuya Suryena Rechayet Pranam Suryena Cha Krishyat Purayet Dudaram Senehi Vidavat Kumbhakam Krutva Punas Chandrena Rechayet. So this line saying that the procedure of the Nadi Shodhana or Anulom Vilom or alternative nostril breathing and breathe out. So always the practitioner should begin that alternative nostril breathing with the left nostril, and after that right nostril breathe out. Again right nostril breathe in, left nostril breathe out. Okay, coming to Chandra Bhedana Pranayam first, keep your spine erect. So Chandra Bhedana is a throughout the practice left nostril inhalation, right nostril breathe out. So coming to Chandra Bhedana Pranayam first, left nostril inhalation. Close your right nostril with your right thumb and breathe in with the left nose and breathe out with the right nose. Again left nose inhalation. Again slowly right nose breathe out. Left nose breathe in. And alternative nose, right nose breathe out. Fourth count inhalation, left nostrils. And right nose breathe out. So last inhalation with the left. And breathe out with the rights. Then slowly hands down, a quick break before our Nadi Shodhana or alternative nostril breathing. Alright, and now slowly commencing our Nadi Shodhana Pranayam. Use your right hand, last two fingers and the right hand thumb to close and open the nostrils. So close your right nostril again. So inhalation with the left one. And breathe out with the right. Again breathe in with the right nostril. breathe out with the lefts. And slowly breathe in with the lefts. And breathe out with the rights. So last inhalation with the rights. Then slowly come back normal with the left nostril breathe out. Right, keep your hands down. So one inhalation, exhalation. So soon after that, do this kind of mudra called Yoni Mudra. So keep your index finger and thumb joined properly, and after that stretch. Remaining all fingers should be closed inside, or you can interlock them also. According to your fingers convenience, you can do this exercise. So basically this kind of mudras comes under Hasta Mudra, or the mudra performed by the arms and fingers. And also this is a mudra attitude of the womb or source. And this mudra helps to balance the three doshas and the activities of the mind when you have good devotion while performing this kind of mudras. And this mudra gives positive like a one kind of positive resonance inside the body because of this like long pressing of the fingers, and also helps to raise awareness. And this mudra helps to as we mentioned that balance three doshas, and also it will give some kind of maturity towards the practices, especially during your mantra chanting or your meditations. You can choose this kind of mudras also. Let few seconds stay. Alright, so once you will able to finish your practices including this mudra abhyas, so choose some more time to do yoga nidra or power nap to regenerate the body and the mind. And based on the strength level of your practices and intensity in the practices, it is also advised to give 15 minutes time to half an hour time to take uh, bath, and further 10 minutes time to take breakfast. And after your practices, especially in the afternoon, once you will be totally free from your affairs and activities, before your lunch time, and try to see all the possibilities to take a power nap or yoga nidra, again to regenerate the body or to give extra focus levels to the mind. And also it is good to create a good health balance in between the vital organs in the body. And in the evening, once you will be totally free from your again activities and affairs, before your dinner time, and try to choose half an hour time schedule to do self yoga exercises and to cover these four important segments. One is back bending exercises and inverted postures and leg stretchings and like pranayam, breathing and breathe outs. And when we are meeting here at the same place with the same content on Monday, we will see still more good exercises. So until then, take care of yourself. So thanking you all to giving me this wonderful opportunity. Stay away from the bad habits and do yoga also. Thanking you all.